Hello everyone, this is Code Arena, brought to you by Brain Technologies. Um, what we'll be having here is the first lesson, which is going to be on Java environment setup. When we say Java environment setup, we are discussing now. We are going to be talking about how you can set up your Java environment, those things around you which you need in writing Java programs. And to do so, first thing we need to be talking about is how you can get the software. Because in order to write Java programs, you will need a Java environment. Because those are the things you will need those things that will put in place on your system to write Java programs. And first of which is your JRE, Java Runtime Environment. When we say Java Runtime Environment, this is meant for those who will be running Java programs on their systems. Java, if maybe for example you have a Java application on your system and you need to execute it. Now without having the JRE on your system, the Java application can't run. So Java runtime environment gives you an ability to run Java programs on your system. And JDK, which is the Java Development Kit, the software that is meant for those who will be writing Java programs, developing Java programs, and at the same time running Java programs. So in this case, since we are going to be writing Java programs and we are going to be developing Java programs, we actually need the JDK development kit, because the JDK development kit provides everything we need to start writing Java programs. Now to download the JDK, visit this particular website. But because of writing this long text of websites in our group and our browser, it's advisable we just switch to browser, any browser you have. Actually, to me, I make use of Google Chrome. So what you need is to type in a search of JDK, like for example JDK downloads. Okay. Sorry, the network issue. Okay, now one important thing you need to take note is that your JDK, which you are going to be downloading, must come from a good source. And the only reliable source, that's the source that provides JDK, that's the manufacturers of the software, which is oracle.com. Oracle, because Oracle is the Oracle is the producer of Java system, Java programs. So it's best we download our JDK directly from Oracle. Okay. Now we are in the web page to download our JDK. If you can see what we have here, we have a list of JDKs on different platforms. That's on different operating system platforms. We have the Linux, we have the Mac OS, we have the Solaris, we have the Windows. So you choose the particular operating system you're using. But firstly, you need to accept the license agreement. Now once the license agreement has been accepted, then you download your JDK. So for me, I'm using a 32-bit operating system, which is x86. So clicking on this link downloads my JDK for me. Now I have my JDK right on my system, downloaded on my system. I'll just go right to the folder where it is downloaded and run my JDK. Sorry, okay, I have it here, JDK X Windows X2. This is the 84-bit 192 megabytes. So I go right ahead to install my JDK. Okay, let's wait. Thing you're going to be seeing, you can see it's preparing the installation wizard which will guide you through the program. Please wait. Okay, now you click next, click next, Now you wait. Okay, can you see the progress is almost done. Updating component registration. It's all part of the process. Okay. We're almost there. Come on. I believe you are all with your systems and you are trying this as we follow, because that's the main important thing of this training. The training is for you to actually have a set aside system for you to actually follow up as I do this because it's an unpractical. So as you are seeing these things going on, you are how to follow, so that way you get the learning faster. So so it's advisable you get a system right beside you and you follow this procedure, so that way you won't actually miss a step. Okay, we have this. Click change to install Java to a different folder. No. Okay, next. Now installing Java. First is to install the JDK. Now we are having the JRE being installed, and I told you the JDK consists of both the okay. While we have the JDK getting installed, because very soon is going to be installed on our system, let's talk about the text editor we need in writing our Java programs, because before we can actually write Java programs, we need a text editor. Now, text editor is what allows write a Java, like I said, and we have three types of text editor. One, which is the Notepad. The Notepad, which is generally known, it's a raw file that allows us to write our Java programs. You can use Notepad to write not only Java, but you can use Notepad to write all language or program language, just that the extension Java, because when we use Notepad to write Java, we save it with .java extension. We also have the Eclipse. Eclipse is also an open source IDE. IDE means integrated development environment. That's an environment where we write our programs. So Eclipse is a good IDE for Java programs. And lastly, we have the NetBeans. NetBeans is the recommended use for writing Java programs because it's more familiar, it's more easy. Modification has been done to such a way that it can allow us to do a lot of things. So NetBeans is what we're going to be making use of in this training, throughout this training, to write our Java programs. Now, since we've discussed about our text editor, let's go ahead and see how we can actually download NetBeans. Let's see how we can actually download NetBeans. So to download NetBeans, you'll be going to the website www.netbeans.org/index.html/index.html. So let's click on this website to actually download our NetBeans. Okay, sorry, my internet connection hasn't been connected, hasn't gone through. Sorry. Okay, let's wait while we have our NetBeans downloaded. You can as well go to Google browser and click on netbeans.org to download your website, to download your NetBeans actually. Okay, since the link is not going through, let's use our browser www.netbeans. Okay, we have it, so we are going already. Okay, it's going through already, but still you can also try using netbeans.org/index.html. Okay, we have it. So what we do is we go to downloads. Okay, like I said, you need to be having your systems right with you, with internet access, and follow through as we go through this training, because that's the only way this training is going to be productive. Because when you go through it, when you go along with me, when you follow me with this training, you will get it faster. Okay, if we look at this page, we have different supported technologies for our NetBeans. We have the NetBeans Platform SDK, we have the JSE, which is the standard edition, we have the FX, we have the EE, we have the ME, HTML, JavaScript, PHP, C++, and the rest. So looking at all these, downloading this actually says that your NetBeans is going to be supporting only 3 technologies, which is JFX, JSE, and SDK. Downloading this means your NetBeans is going to be supporting 7 different technologies, which is the Apache, the Glassfish server, the HTML, JavaScript, JEE, and the rest. So download it, and they all to display. So downloading this means JavaScript, your NetBeans is going to be supporting all technologies except for the bundle server. Okay, all technology actually. So the bundle servers are just different servers. So I will advise we download the 221 megabytes, so we can actually have all technologies running on our system. Okay, while we wait as the download page comes up. Okay, download should start automatically. Let's wait for it. Should be having it right here very soon. Okay, NetBeans is downloaded from down there, so we have it going. You have it going. It's downloading already. Okay, sorry, because of time it was fast forwarded. I have my NetBeans downloaded already. So why don't we move to the folder where we have our NetBeans and install. Now if you have your NetBeans downloaded, or your NetBeans hasn't been downloaded, you can pause this video while you wait your NetBeans is downloaded. Or if you have your soft copy you can actually install right away. So I have my NetBeans downloaded already. Okay, that's the device video. So I double click to run and install. Let's wait by the pop-up. Okay, configuring the installer. Okay, wait for it. Okay, we have it right here. So actually this process is going to take a little bit longer to install. Solution size 364 megabytes. Next, accept, next, install. Now this is going to take a little bit longer. So while our NetBeans is getting installed on our system, why don't we go further to learn what Java is? Because normally we should know what Java is. We should know what we're actually getting into, what kind of programming language are we actually learning. So when we say Java, we're actually talking about what is Java? We are actually talking about Java is an object-oriented programming language that enables you to create reward applications. Reward applications in such a way that you see things happening, like real life experiences happening. So applications that makes it look as if yes, it is an object happening in real life. So Java helps you to write applications in such form. Java is also an OOP. OOP means object-oriented programming language that was designed to meet the need for a platform independent language. When we say platform independent language, it means you can actually, Java actually does not actually need a platform because it runs. Before, what I mean is that you don't actually run a Java, write a Java program on the platform, and also before you can run it on a different platform, you have to rewrite the code. No, Java is written on a particular platform and can run on any platform. When I mean platform, I'm talking about maybe you write your program, your Java program in Windows operating system. You don't actually need it to run. You don't actually need to rewrite that same code on a Mac operating system. Are you getting it? So platform independent means it does not actually it does not actually depend on a particular platform. So it is independent of any platform at which you are writing your code. So that is why Java program is widely used. And lastly, Java is used to create applications that can run on a single computer as well as distributed network. What I mean is you can run on a single computer. Yes, like this system right here, you can actually run a Java program on this particular system. As you can build Java applications which you can use on a particular system, or over a distributed network. That means you can actually run a single Java program and distribute it over several systems connected on the network. That means each systems connected on a particular network can run one program, can actually execute one particular program which is connected to the server. So you can actually run a Java program on the server and distribute it over to all the systems connected to it in the network. Now, that is all for Java, man. And Java also is also a write once on run anywhere, like I've described in the second definition, that you can write it once on a particular platform and run it anywhere on any platform. So it is write once, run anywhere. Now, what are the characteristics of Java? When we say the characteristics of Java, we are talking about what does Java entails, the features of Java. Now, Java is simple. When we say Java is simple, it means it is easy to code. Easy to code in such a way that you don't actually need to know you don't actually need to know the internal functioning of Java, such as how memory is allocated to data in Java. You don't actually need to know those. In Java, the program does not need to handle memory manipulation, so it's just simple to work with. And also, Java is object-oriented. When I mean object-oriented, I mean it actually has the attributes of abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. All these are the features that makes Java object-oriented. It makes it looks like as if it's a real life object, a life object in the real world. I get what I'm saying. So all these attributes like abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism, it is what we humans have in common. So Java is a programming language which has just such features also. Java is also compiled and interpreted. So it means it first compiled, then interpreted. I get into why compiling, the compiler software checks for the errors in the program and lists all the errors on the screen. So after you have made the program error free and have recompiled it, the compiler converts the program to a bytecode. So all these things are done through a machine called JVM. We're going to be discussing what JVM is, which is the Java Virtual Machine. Okay, one of that characteristics of Java is that it is portable. When we say portable, it means it has the ability to run on any platform without changing the source code of the program. Like I've said earlier on, you can run Java on a single platform and also write the Java program on a single platform and also run it on any different platform without changing the source code. One of that characteristics is that it is distributed. When I mean distributed, that means like I've said, over the network. You can use Java to develop applications that can be distributed among various computers on the network. So Java is designed for the distributed environment of the internet because it supports various internet protocols such as the transmission control protocols and normally the IP, we know, internet protocols and the likes. So Java is also secure. Secure in the sense that it has an inbuilt security features that verify that the programs do not perform any destructive tasks. So these are the characteristics why Java is one of the top ranking programs we have, top ranking programming language we have. Now, apart from the characteristics of Java, let's discuss the Java architecture. Now, when we say Java architecture, we're actually talking about the design of Java programs, how Java programs is being designed. The Java architecture, actually, various components of Java architecture. One of the architecture of Java is the Java programming language and the classifier. Java programming and the classifier means the code at which we write in Java itself. So the language code, that's the Java syntaxes the instructions you write in Java is the Java programming language and the classifier, because one of the things we're going to be learning is that whenever you're writing a Java program, whenever you're writing any programming language, that should be in a classifier. So those are the things we also get to learn. So the code itself is the Java programming language, and another thing is what the Java virtual machine. And when we say Java virtual machine, we're talking about the machine itself that converts, because the JVM is the one that converts the bytecode into an object code. That's the Java virtual machine. Java virtual machine is the one that does the conversion. It's one that does the compiling and the interpretation of your programs. And the Java virtual machine consists of three main techniques. And when I mean three main techniques, I'm talking about the class loader. Don't forget that your Java programming language is the first thing you need to have, which is the code. So the class loader, what the class loader does is to load the class file. It loads the class file. So with the name class loader, it loads the class file. After loading the class file that is required by the program, it then allows the execution engine. Now the execution engine is the component of JVM that runs the bytecode line by line. That means the code which you have written in your class, the execution engine runs each code line by line to see if there is any error. Now once the execution engine has run a code, a line, what it does is it takes it to the just-in-time compiler. The just-in-time compiler then compiles each line of code as it is being run by the execution engine. Then it compiles it into an executable code. Executable code is into a format where you get to where the system gets to execute and runs the instruction written in the class file. So don't forget, the first thing you need to do is the code itself written in the class file, followed by the Java virtual machine, which loads the code. After loading the code, the execution engine, it loads the code and takes it to the execution engine, which runs each code line by line, and the just-in-time compiler compiles the line-by-line code that has been run by the execution engine. And the last thing is the Java application programming interface. This is a collection of software components that provides capabilities such as GUI. GUI is the graphics user interface. That means what you interact with, what you, the user, interact with your mouse and keyboard and everything, what you see. So Java application programming interface, the GUI. It's the interface that allows you, the user, to interact with the system, the program. So these are the architecture of Java program language. So you should know that the first thing you need to know is what is the class file. You need to write your code in the class, followed by the JVM, which actually does the execution. The JVM is the machine that does the execution. It converts your bytes code. Don't forget, your byte code is what is your class code, your code as it is written in that particular Java syntax, which is the byte code. So what the JVM does is to convert that byte code into an object code. That's an object code is an executable code. Are you getting it? So it converts it into an executable code, which is also called the object code. Then we have the Java program interface, what you interact with. That means after it has been executed, it is you, the user, that interacts with the system to see if to actually test run the program. Now, one of the things we need to learn is the Java platform. And when we say the Java platform, don't forget we have different Java platforms. We have the JSE, the standard edition. We have the JEE, the enterprise edition, and we have the JME, the mobile edition. The edition we're going to be working with, the platform we're going to be working with, is the Java EE, the enterprise edition, which we actually use
on our desktop. Actually, the mobile edition is for, you shall of course you know with the name mobile edition, for mobile apps. You are trying to create mobile apps. So along the road, by the time we've learned our Java EE, I'm very sure with the knowledge you're going to have in Java EE, you'll be able to create mobile application. Now it's something I guarantee everyone for. Okay, now since we have that, because normally the next lesson should be based on writing code, so we should be having our next lesson should be Java basic syntax. So let me just give a brief intro of what this next lesson is all about, because in this next lesson we are going to be having all the types of the various data types. That means the class. We're going to be discussing about the class. We're going to be talking about objects. We're going to be talking about the data types, various data types we have. Talking about variables. We're going to be talking about constants. We're going to be talking about literals. We're going to be talking about operators, arithmetic operators and assignment operators. We're going to be talking about arrays. We're going to be talking about the enums and the like. So all these are the code itself. So we'll be going straight into the programming itself. Now let's check our NetBeans to see the progress. Okay, it's almost done, 92%. It's almost done. Once the installation is complete, we launch the program and the code starts. We start writing our program. So I believe with this tutorial you've gotten a lot of knowledge on what Java is. So with this, we wait for the next class. Next class is going to be open next week Saturday.